on waiting Alena table. We find out, say, EDSA, a name be come up. NACIT, the name come up. Ministry of Finance, the name come up. You where the listen know all the one then where the name come up. And this one now in accordance to 2015 and 2018. Between 2015 and 2018. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. The Auditor General in report for the one in there. I see people and still they ask na Facebook say, waiting happen with 2019, 2020. Well, ACC say, make them deal with this first, then pull and come on a road. So when then they come now for deal with the one then they, we go know exactly waiting happen. And not for mix them, because remember the last time, when they come for can't tell we, because they mix some and they say, hey, I wanna mix some. He mix the 2018, he mix from the whole administration and come to this new one. But 2019 now, the old administration not be there. It's strictly this administration. So they're not going for mix them. Not so. So make we wait and see. Make we just deal with this one where they don't give in now. We pull and come on a road. So if the next one then carry, they still want to go take inside a cam, even though they say yes, if he warrants them for go look inside, they then go look. But I believe say if we don't deal with this, they want to bring the same thing back again on the new one. Then we go ask question. Yes, caller, your name and who side the call from, please.
I name Lucinda Wilson. I call from Minnesota, America. How are you?
I'm good. Yes, Lucinda. We did talk about ACC, the report on the Auditor General in findings. You get 3 minutes, ma. Waiting, you want contribute.
Thank you so much. Well, my contribution to this, like I've been listening for all these government quarters, the way they don't sell. Me waiting, I want to tell the people that are Sierra Leone. The people in Sierra Leone, we have been fooled all these years from generation to generation. The thing where they happen is so pitiful. This country is a very small, tiny nation. All them things they tell we say they don't tell this money, and then which kind of fund, this fund. We know one year all this. I feel say with the duty of the government for any ministry get a job to be done. All this finding whether they go and talk say they don't, me they just feel say that they just fool the people of Sierra Leone. The new government, the old government, they all are the same mama bonding. Because for all this money what they spend, because they're the chief minister, whosoever, now pay we they pay them. This how they call them corruption, anti-corruption, to tell anybody the truth, as we as Sierra Leoneans, there is no anti-corruption there. Because I can remember the first anti-corruption when they set in Sierra Leone, one Mr. Corker and one man from Britain, what they call Brandy Ugre. That Brandy Ugre had been British man. He been they work for MI6. The counter in Sierra Leone, that man tell me, I meet that man in London, I meet him in Sierra Leone, now be my neighbor in Tengwe town. He tell me, say, he don't go to 17 countries then. He helped to stop anti-corruption for corruption. He said, but corruption don't go ever done in Sierra Leone. And I asked the man, why did you say that? This man tell me, say, look, no more Puje, give Pakaba in time. He evolved into something at Sierra Leone. They allow that man to go back and stand for election. Where they bring that man, they bring and come now, how they call this police station, Congo Cross. Instead, guess what they do? They check money, how many millions of dollars. They carry it to that man or can't bribe the man. The next day, the man resign, he go back to Britain. So me not say from them, we don't get nothing when they call anti-corruption. They are just fooling the people of Sierra Leone, wasting with money for all these ministries then. Because with all that money they already talk about, whether they say their houses, they were all a lie. We are no saying that thing where they don't talk about and say, when I say bring this, we will present them to the people of Sierra Leone. Why would the federal government administration houses them? Why would I not go put that into a better use for people that are Sierra Leone? Look at this thing. Now tell me from when the colonial masters they did everything. Which paint where government don't paint them? Look you building. The government houses them. So, let them stop for free. It's time for we the Sierra Leoneans that we put these people them. Let we ask them a question. We they pay them for what thing that they do. They are the same thing that they thief we. Me all these things they are not believing them. Now me your view. They are just fooling people. Let them stop for foolery. Now time we for come together. We come together as the Sierra Leoneans. It's not about we. Now about we picking the children yet to be born. A very good country like this. People that are the whole West Africa, when they get admission for Ghana, Sierra Leone for go school, they send at Cambridge University, they don't get. Today, where we go, inside education, today we don't get zero. So please, anything that money they for do, they get with money there. They use with money there. Go open back account for other countries there. Then they're not going able to raise the country in Sierra Leone for even able for open theory shop. For brothers and sisters that are not go university. Because money want to money want to you friend. You dey free for implementer because you not go one of the question you how you get the money. They bring a kind of oversee. Me only thing where they try for say, let them stop for free. It's time, let them stop. Where all them quarters the way they don't sell, that's not only the money. Because you know what thing, they all they cover each other. This they talk say tomorrow not go let me set me on time they will disgrace me. So what they do now count small money or more put that together and present to the people. No, you can't fool the people all the time. It's time. We need more investigation. Let them bring the money out. Let them bring look at MOW. Would I buy them? Not to honest by Koma buy them. Where are all that money? Did they see that places there that they sell out to each other, they sell out to themselves that they buy them. We don't need that. We need them places there. There is a lot of things that we will do. We get computer schools that we can able open and other places then we need them back. That's not your contribution.
Thank you very much, Kola. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes,
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Kola, you're live on air. You name and who call from, please?
It's Israel, calling from London.
You get 3 minutes, sir. What's in your contribution today?
Yes, my contribution today, thank you very much for bringing this report. I don't actually look up. In fact, I just read an article about it in one of my blogs. Now, 3 points I want to make to talk about because there's a lot of confusion. I don't want to go away from the topic. First of all, the NACIT report comments in the first report. You can see that they only talk about the ghost workers with them pay, but there's far more to that section in the technical report that meets the eye. There are people who committed crimes, they're named in that report, where Ben Kelpana not pick. I actually picked one particular individual in the SLPP who was the leader of the SLPP in Parliament, Mr. Tunis. His money he took from NACIT to build that library, for which he himself was the contractor. I wrote a piece in my Facebook months ago about that. He never picked it because it contravened so many sections of the Anti-Corruption Act itself, and I named those sections. It also contravened the Larceny Act by the way he used his influence. He's used his influence to build that, and you cannot be a contractor, say you build something and you take advantage over the other people. Make an always be 3 minutes. The second part where I want to talk about is this works money. You can see that I'm going strictly by the report. I'm not speculating here. From the report, you can see that, in fact, ACC, they owe an apology to that minister we've been doing now, Ministry of Works and the ministry people then, because what this report is saying to us that that those allegations were false. These people never ate the money. Whether they sell them for money or not, whatever they sold the house for, the house is for. The money was there, but the money was in the account in the Bank of Sierra Leone. Now, consolidated funds. The people shout about consolidated fund. They don't understand what consolidated fund is. It's not just one account. In those days, until this new government comes, if you remember, they say they try to make one account to put all things inside. Every department there were several different accounts, but all come under the head of the consolidated fund. So there is no time, and I don't blame the auditors. I worked in audit when I was 18 years old, 18 and a half. Well, let's go. Now, my first job that you work on a percentage basis. You get samples, and if the document not presents to you, really you see them, you not get time for go begin to say. Let's say you go for go find the cupboard, go to the cupboard, look for file, therefore bring a friend to you. So what would have happened is the auditors are not going to see the documents, but the fact remains at the end that questions are not properly checked. I mean, the accounts were not properly checked, just like what doctors say. I mean, you've got to be responsible to check things before you bring them and look. The parties have been coming out and make a lot of noise for us, just like what happened in the Timbo case. A lot of noise. And then things happen back. You get to apologize. In a way, I apologize openly. But this, which is right to now, an apology. You have vindicated the accusations. They were false accusations, and that is what I picked up on that report and wrote in my blog this night. In fact, I just add you said in it. Now, these kind of things, when you have many accounts, now when they try to get one account, and even that one account doesn't work. Now, percentage audit. Even if the technical auditors don't even come in, now certain things they pick. There is no time to pick everything. And whether the houses were sold for the correct amount or not, that doesn't affect me at the moment. What I'm concerned with, the money we they say they sell, they say the teller will say the people they put under their pocket. Now they don't find out the money was actually there in the bank. Now somebody should have been able to trace that money and say, no, the difference is there. There's something about ELSA where they again make that is a complete carelessness. That is unprofessional to go write billion when you mean thousands or millions. I mean, that is totally unprofessional. And I would advise ACC, make them counter check before they go out to make a pronouncement. Because when they don't make them pronouncement, they come back, oh, we not get evidence, or we not the presumptive evidence like the rest case. I mean, that rest case in that box. I mean, for me, I was not impressed too much because it's a lot to say. The excuse was the Attorney General no one give fired for take the case because he no wants juror for look at the case other than he wants a single judge. Well, not really determined. The accused get right to choose who that was triumph. Not really determine whether he forget juror or not get juror. So on that basis, he not put the evidence to. He's saying get evidence. But if you can get evidence, why don't you reinstate the minister and the deputy? If you can get evidence, can go. They should not have been there. Now, go back to this report. I mean, this report, for me, there's a lot of loopholes there. There's a lot of loopholes, sir. And I mean, it try. But it got a lot more work to do on it. And I think the best advice for ACC is to, first of all, get their fact correct before coming out. Otherwise, you will go for the come apologize again. Because this is, to me, this report, parts of it, is make it be very embarrassing. Extremely embarrassing. That's how I got to see it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your
share with me what you say you write on the blog. Send me a link so that I go check them out. Thank you.
Yes, you the blog, so I go send out to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, caller ID live on here. You name and who the call from, please.
Yes, good afternoon or good evening. This is Nancy, the call from US.
Yes, Nancy, you get 3 minutes. What do you want share with me?
Yeah, I just want to add on to what my sister and Mama been just say, what they say. Corruption as alone is like a chronic disease where really it hurts for uproot now. It even look impossible self now for say then go able for stop. They ask yourself this question all the time. We just need to think of ways now, solution now, how to get rid of her really. Because the last time I've been participating by one call where I suggest, I think now text I suggest say maybe like some of them here, so then when they all way in at the government side, where they hold position. Therefore, find way for negotiate with the outside, the international world. let them not allow them for let them travel, go out for go seek medical. Because if you then do them so, that will force them, let them fix their medical, them poor medical problems, they will get home, outside them day. Because if you as a president or as a minister, you're not able for go na your hospital, you get for travel for go outside your own country for go seek medical, that means you people them the medical way they get rotting. That means you're not good. That's the message you're sending. It's loud and clear for say you medical no good. So if you then stop them, the moment you don't be part of that, you are not allowed to travel, you and your family, even in terms of schooling, you people them for go school now your country. If you know say your school system rotting, then you go fix them, let you begin and get high education. And this corruption business is still the go on. I go give you something where just happened today. My brother go, he don't teach for more than 2 years now. He go na Makeni, Bombali district. He go for go get informed, right? For make you go fill him, so you go get in PIN code, let them begin for pay him. Now the deputy director for teaching services, service commission, Bombali district. He go tell and say if you pay 1,500,000 for the form. And I go for ask, I say, what's in our school? You want go back na school fees? They go pay or waiting? Because I don't think say even the entrance form where they go get for lay enter in a college, they pay for them. I think it's supposed to be free. So I get for pick up the phone and make various calls and tell me say that form they're supposed to be free. So I say, how comes now 1,500,000 if you pay for get the form? The boy say he cry and that man for let that man go get on the form. The man say 1,500,000, otherwise you know will get the form. And if he fail, he give a deadline. If he fail for pay the money, then sometimes pass the next government will go cancel down something and that time they go get form for fill. Where you don't teach for free. For more than 2 years, they know they pay them. This is so sad. So this they really need for the look into them here. So it really not small. If somebody don't manage, you don't go school, and people then don't manage and don't pay for rent, it don't now that's where they're supposed to pay them. Then they force you for let you work for free. Now you're afraid for come back there because you think say okay, if I left for teach now, so they can't get PIN code now, then I know they so they force them for let them work for free after where then they don't pay them fees. The fees not so free. So this corruption is really a huge disease where we need to find ways and means. I beg every callers and each and every one of us. Now we start to think of ways how for get then people they are. So let's speak loud. Let people then talk because people then afraid for talk. People they want for talk, but then they afraid say, okay, if I talk now, this will happen to me because I'm not connected and we can't take my job now me and if the people then begin for talk and put the evidence out there, then begin for name names, then begin for shame them. Maybe that will make them begin for minimize them small because it's not easy for let them go get rid of them, but at least let them minimize them. So this I get for say thank you so much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, I'm Alpha, Sierra Leone.
Yes, I'm Alpha. Yet 3 minutes. What's your contribution, sir?
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, when the program be on, I will come on from Polocos, but I nobody get on clearly because of the line. But I think say the whole topic is about corruption. So I just want to share with me of you on the issue of corruption now, Sierra Leone. Triple pay, we therefore be honest with yourself. I think say you be the play one music where His Excellency the President be talk about. Say now effect we all for fell together. And I think say this morning on Sunday, I understand say our networks be also joined with AYV on Sunday. We are in one of the institutions in this country, the Sierra Leone Parliament, as one of the most corrupt institutions. They do, according to them, they say they do the review or survey from starting from 2016 to date.
I make
corruption
in
in this country.
Make a quick to they talk about. They talk about the Auditor General in report where they give from 2015 to 2018. So anti-corruption look inside that report and awaiting anti-corruption find out inside the report. Now you see we talk about so today.
All right. Okay. Yes. As I been say, corruption in this country we get for feta collectively. Yeah. As we feta collectively, we also get the country at heart. Yeah. And we also get get the understanding, say, if this country come off, fine, I will get the praise. But this country, the major problem we'll get in this country, na corruption. Believe me, AAA, this country get money, and money then in this country. If we sincere with ourselves, but especially we work in inside positions, starting from that particular date where you saw me to now. If we sincere with ourselves, we're able to see this country as one of the best countries at the whole of Africa. But you know what? Corruption, I don't put this country at the back. I can normally used to say, if, for example, where MRC be sing the under song before this time say, now we boku. And honestly, if that H the giwi or the giwi will not go faint, pan waiting they go on. But we get for bridge the young man now where they at a commissioner. It is not easy. It is not really easy for him, but it try. But I am not going to accomplish a mission if we all not put hand on decks, make sure say we get the support. Now, this is not just a small, let me just say, now small report that come on from that date we submit to now. Who knows what you get for the phase 2 or phase 3 or phase 4, what you get for entails into this particular report. You can imagine when you enter a freedom, we now apply will come on, eventually I'll go apply for local to be precise. You know, if you get land for buying a freedom now, because we're positioned in position, instead, where they get 10% for like utilize at least, 9% of the people of the communities, they do them. Not just 2% used. It take the 8%. They don't buy the land they own at the cities of Freetown. If you want to get file and pass, you go far away. Why that for be? Because we know sincere to we conscious and to not let the country at heart, or what will not take high in this country. Politics. And in fact, let me just say a small example which I experienced today in Apoloko. I go attend one meeting. Then at this economic development planning where one of the ministry they don't take up to the people. One of the stakeholders from local say, they say, I don't think politics for go with political issues or if we go with violence in the country. They say because their politicians, where they eat their money, they're not involved then at the stakeholders or the poor people. They say, why now people are for faith? I really admire that stakeholder from that place. Where possible they eat, now want to eat. Why me for die for them? Unless we can't to on drain board, make sure say when somebody do something, let we name and outrightly. But if we say we're not going to do this because na me religion, because na me political party, because na me tribe. I'm afraid, you know what happened? I hear our Taluden days them. Like small cable, the light way you don't enjoy that. They don't begin for Tifa back. So I was so sorry for you.
I don't enjoy them. I hear when they say that the Tifa go inside Basatong. But to say me, they know to Yanda. They say me, they don't know even.
Okay, we pray God before you can December. Pray God before you can December. Let them not mistake. That is one of the things where people they do in this country. Me, I don't understand. You the thief yourself. Property where belong to you, you the thiefer. For let the government not succeed, my brother, is really unfortunate. No fair corruption collectively or else. I'm afraid. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. But there are me Usa de na Usa District Council there and the transformer in good again. I don't want to announce that you say if you able put voice there, may then change that transformer there because then they
we'll get for good put voice there because according to the meeting where I attended today at Poloko City Council Hall, Deputy Minister of Energy Tewi say not to boast, they don't get support and they get support from India and the other countries in terms of developing this country in terms of electricity.
Okay.
They say under new direction, at the end of the day, they get for ratify the whole of Sierra Leone. I think say you particular area where they advocate for a most benefit one day, but past will change with attitude and with behavior and we left with self, we left with country. Otherwise, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much, Ama Alpha.
Thank you, Triple A.
Ama Alpha, say pass Salomon change attitude before me I go get light. Well, finally. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Because now Mohammed Kemukai they call from Australia.
Yes, Mohammed, get me waiting you are laying at table.
Yeah, but what's in there for laying at table? But a few things I'm one laying at table because you don't already laid at table. Salon problem, you know. They corruption still they go on. As Nancy don't talk so that previous caller Nancy, they talk AAA corruption they go on. Now that you bid him. My sister tried it, I don't know, Thursday or on Wednesday, I call when I tell when I say, corruption they go on there. My sister go for get PIN code. Power part they say for pay 2,500,000. Yesterday, Friday, go there, now the same thing. They get all correct documents. They don't volunteer for 6 years as a nurse. Register nurse. They don't go there, now they get the PIN code. They say pass a envelope in bomb. Yesterday back he go there, he call me video call. I see the minister said they do. And they tell the guy that if post lucky the envelope, they're not for Holland. Corruption see they go on that side there. How they look there? Then they check the. You see, anti-corruption not doing job, man. Not doing job. I don't know what's that chief minister there. You know they work up at that guy and see what they go on at that place there. Right now I will tell you so. I get somebody, they're a teacher, they teach. This was so. They show the Pekin. It's so much that they show the Pekin so much. We all time we attend Albert Academy, not to say every day. But this time they show the Pekin too much. The guy say every day in the commander school with 600,000 euros. Now they get every day. Imagine it's a national money they get for it. Then they show the Pekin everything when they go when the paper can they go and send a sick when they go answer all they send all to me. I don't think I said this is what they do so it's not fine. Then they let the Pekin, they let them express their idea there. They say no, when they push, they go college. When they go college now, they go try with the teacher there. How possible go to college when not Sabinati? But he pissed me off. I tell her today. I said, what's doing? They do not fine. He said that someone they better they eat. So they may pay them. They may pay them better. Corruption still they go on, man. I don't know what anti-corruption they do, man. They go on. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kemukai. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Kemukai, if you be this alone, anti-corruption for say make you go explain. Other than that teacher, the way they collect money. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hello, Nami.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, people here. How you doing? I call from London, Ali.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Like, seriously, where I listen to the report as you be the leader, the follow-up, it's just so pathetic. What you made they say here is just like what in the previous caller they said, the lady we called from America. Like, it looked like say the whole thing are just a joke. Because, then I will go back to it in Dr. Weiss that two minutes talk about. How you will make such a mistake in something that is so important? Like, these people are need for no say, we're not stupid. Like, it look like say they just the play we around where APC come then do their own, SLPP come then do their own. The anti-corruption self now as I talk so based on what we done the find out what they read and not get any faith in the anti-corruption. So it looked like, say, the corruption within the Fed. Now just a show and they put up. But at the end of the day, it's time for Sierra Leonean for conscious say, them people they use we and then don't use we for too long. There's only one solution. We need to make a change and that country. Yes, in as much as the change get for come for themselves, but the people that within a responsibility in a position of trust when a public servant then gets responsibility to the nation. And if they not stand up to waiting they sign for, I think say we as Sierra Leonean need for hold them responsible. So, I don't get any faith in this anti-corruption, and I don't ever get faith in any politician in that country. So, we need to make the change, and also we will make the change with them come for let people and vote, let people and conscious. At least low try for get, a neutral person for come low get a chance and see what's in and going to do for it. But honestly, we can't be sorry.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, I will let and so forth because other people and therefore call. Thank you, Tripoli. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I will listen. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Umar from Minneapolis.
Yes, Umar, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. Anti-corruption, I think the repetition is in the hand right now. They need to be very careful when they do that thing. When they want people to believe what they talk, they need to really make sure that everything whether they come up with the correct before they even present them, Now, what I get concerned about now, you said so many things can do, but they just choose few of them, correct?
Yes, sir, 21.
Why therefore be selective as to what they for bring up?
There's another one of main issues to the way they're able.
Well, I really get problem with too, because we're not going able to rule out corruption at that place. It is selective as to waiting for bring come up. You don't see? That's a board of contention, aren't they? Would I go able to tell me what thing make them not bring the other one up? Then stakeholders say we don't want them to bring them up or what happen? They go able to answer that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, but you see, but the problem this way big. You look for left no stone untouched, If you don't say still and then at the place you just go select a few, there's a problem there.
Okay, just hold on. Make a begin and just number. Say after a thorough review and analysis of the aforementioned data from 2015 to 2018 Auditor General report, 21 issues attracted the attention of the Commission. So,
all the other stuff that are corruption too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but why is
alleged corruption? Alleged corruption.
And that's a good question about. Did they tell you to they get for expose the other ones the way left behind?
The ACC has charged 2 matters to court. Furthermore, there are 13 ongoing investigations. 2 matters have been accordingly closed for lack of evidence in terms of money returned to the state and blah, 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 blah. 21 focus now.
You go beg a question about them stuff because, hey, that place, the corruption, there is plenty, man, I tell you. They ask for law, rule, and stuff like that. I think the main thing is, like we, Alpha, they say, we really need for people to reset before we able to do that stuff like this. Because if you just go select a few, we don't know what will happen and then process. Anti-corruption, that base with them, they don't lay so. Now, they then it for be put. And then put it down one day, the anything where the brain come up. In fact, they figure they separately tell me, but so why how you forget 400 for 4 billion? I don't understand. You get forget all that thing and they force. And I don't go over several times like other people and they don't say go through it all that stuff, then make sure the accuracy, the 100% before you bring and come up to the population. Because everybody capture that stuff there. There's nothing authentic stuff. Now the reference and that one day. Not so. You just say the reference then data they did, correct? You see? Even on our secondary resources, but you know, when you don't give them references that day, people that take our authentic. And this radio station, they listen to too. Now, the main reason I know they listen to this radio station, you know, if something comes on when a policy or some made-up numbers, it begs the question whether it really valid for whether we will listen to anybody again. See, on a new contribution now, the need for expose everything, and not just the selective keyword I want for expose, you know, because this will not be this. So from 2015, you talk, not the one government behind you, correct? And actually, they don't exist from beyond that time, they say. You see? So corruption, when we talk about corruption, say, we curtail the stuff or we abolish it at the places, we need to begin from the scratch. You know, you're not going to just go no more, you go 350 cases and then you choose the selected 321. This how about the other one there? If we expose all that stuff there, say, okay, well, this is not a serious matter than this, but we'll take this and then forward them. And after that, we'll follow the other one the way the other. But you say that 21 number 9 catch your attention. The other one, it begs the question, what happened in that process is. So the main contribution there, yeah?
Thank you very much, Umar. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who you call from, please?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir. You live on air, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Mina Lusai from London.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I tell them that they do. Let God bless all and the people that would listen. In connection to these reports we published going up from 2015 to 2018. Okay, if you check that report, then you find out that report during the previous regime, right? Yeah, now during the previous regime. Okay, that's fine. Because that considering a corruption, I don't kill you all. That corruption make would like how would so to the fact. Yeah. But which me I wanted which happen. This anti-corruption commission. I wanted that same time, okay, they don't do what they don't do with the past regime. What about this present regime? What did themselves go do now? To be honest, who said once they let them begin bring the big fish them at the net? That's what will happen. If you fight corruption all the way. Ben Kafala and my friend, I give you advice one day. I say, you know what you need for do? You need for create what you call corruption hotspots in a saloon. That side of we you see that they deprive the people, that they target. No, so you know, go do a because the main side of we deprive the people, the ministers themselves. We say, well, Alpha, not to don't left so, not to don't be minister back so. But the problem, what about the 50 bags of rice? They don't let Alpha Timbo, but what about the rice? Who side the rest go? This I don't know. I don't really know. Things are not going the right way. If you say you fed corruption all the way to know we go end up for the team, do the right job. They end up for sack yourself. Once you do the right job, you not a king. All man will say yes. If they do the right thing, I mean they sack them. Then this other thing where I want going to this Alusain Alasan about them two parties there. I know I'm bring about politics, but I just want to clarify one thing. You see, yeah, me na twin, me na Alusain, me twin partner although na woman, we na Asana too, but me na twin anyway. Not true. Say we na twin them, but the problem will happen. They separate we at bat. When them born we, they can't take Alusain go under. They take Lasan Ken and go under. Do you want me all Sierra Leoneans help me for reconcile them two brother the yeah. Once we able to reconcile them two brother yeah, we problem bam, Salou no score bingo. Now the Sierra Leone, all of us, now for play part for reconcile them two brothers. The yeah we don't separate themselves for quite a long time. Then they know say this not the brother. Now the other ones they know say this not the brother, but you don't want to accept. Now they go on. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Alusain. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
I call from Maryland.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Typically, I want to ask a question. I don't know if you will get an answer for that. Because the last time we've been hearing the commission, they talk about the deadline for asset declaration. If you don't get any update again?
Yes, I think 1 or 2 times where they don't go interview, then be tell we that deadline. But after that, I don't think they accept say people all longer declare. Remember the way they talk, so that's how they say then teacher they all for mix with them all be the up and down. But after that, I don't remember if they don't conclude say yes, indeed everybody don't declare.
The reason making me ask this question now because this type of corruption in the federal alone, na film in the act. Because for all the Allah way the commission have been Allah say if somebody not declare against the deadline, they tell the how you call them for may not pay the person, you know. But I don't understand why they not make this asset declaration let it be public, let we the people allow see before person they can have office, no what you don't get. Because this thing when they make secret so no one know what the person get before they can have office. Before they left, if now 4 years or 5 years, before they left, you don't see what you don't get. Now, sometimes the man say before they go office, you get nothing because you never declare law we see in public. So in terms of 5 years, if that man they come on office now, if we don't see now what you don't achieve that 5 years day, how comes them they get anything because of corruption? If we then for be able to make we able know what the person they get before they come now office, it will able to find. The number two. Then guys, most of the people from the past administration and this present administration, all of them are them come out. Majority of them are them come out. They see how the system they run now. So they run there for decades. They know no better thing for themselves. As they even when say election time, they be the sponsor, the one they holding our own base. As they don't even know more election no more, they say, okay, they can't pay you. So that small money we don't invest. So that person they been they run for office. Like for example, woman that will they run. You get a so good they will be there now. You don't sponsor her. Now we don't call them all. So now when they thief now they can't keep because as the young time don't want now when they want back in the council don't now. They only wait till election time to come. This corruption business here, you don't get for them as alone. If now so no more they go, you don't get for them. We dey for they make public asset declaration for where they can office or where they come on office. So I'm not going to talk about let God help Mama Salon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who call from, please.
Yeah, this is not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
You get 3 minutes, Mike.
I don't tell them I say anti-corruption, they're fake. Now fake people, and they don't fight corruption, they're fake. But what do you want to say to Sierra Leoneans? You know, to all Sierra Leoneans, no matter which tribe we come out, no matter which party we come out. You know. What's wrong with we? What's wrong with we when we know they able to help our young country, develop our young country? We're just busy they thief our young country. Like we're just busy they bring Mama Salon down. What's wrong with we? You know, and then they'll get for look first. You know, they think about corruption, but what's wrong with we as a people or as a nation? What's really wrong with we? Why do we not want to see Salon go before? Why are we always a thief and they find ways for bring Salon down? You know? Now, that let me not understand. You know, now today we did Salon people in there, and Boku Salon people in the road. Now we come out Salon because the few leader they all get, they just a thief for bring the country down. You know, nothing, no they go before yonder. You know, we talk about corruption, but the people they will put in charge, they know they help the country, man. You know, and then they'll get for the look for force. Would they bring all the people out from the diaspora for come make them minister? If you see them people and they get interest for Salon, they not get no interest for Salon because if you look when they fire, they who said they go, they know they come back overseas. If you say they stay Salon, that means they don't love the country. They only go there for one purpose and forget rich. You know, we don't the love for the country. We don't get some man, you know. Eh? Now that we don't understand. Only the corruption, where they go so. Now because we don't love the country, they make. All man a thief. The police corrupt, parliament corrupt, no administration, nothing. No, they under we no corrupt, you know. Anti-corruption, let them left for the border, man. Let them worry about. Let them sensitize people about the love for the country. No, they move the country forward slowly, little by little. Even hospital. Today, no will build hospital yet. We will say this is not decent hospital. Man, this not a corruption no more. Now we say Sierra Leoneans. Now we know what see we country go before, and we go continue for the top of this all the time. Now that's why I listen for the oldies, the one at the top of the oldies on Friday. From then, people don't begin to sell this country slowly. Up till now, they sell this country. What say they love the? What the people that will love this country, man? Well, all man they sell this country and they bring this country completely to their knees, man. Man, I tire with salon people, man. We they complain, but now we say safe. Now we destroy our own country, And we say safe, they destroy our own country. My own contribution, I know, but I just tire, man.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side call from, please.
Yes, sir. Tripoli. I did this, Alaji Sila.
Yes, Alaji. You get 3 minutes, sir. What you get for me?
First of all, I think this whole ACC stuff, I think na joke. What make I say so? Because Salona began well way before 2015 to 2018 or whatever they say. You understand? Like I've been saying the previous time, you understand? All the minister there. The other don't die, okay. Then they go to go judge there. The other whole day. The past and the present, we sit down out and fish, they don't retire. Let them go for them. Let them go take with money that they earn them. You understand? Just look at them, 3 years, a report Egiso. How many billions of leons? Just 3 years, no more. 3 years, that Egiso. How many billions of leons? Then think about from the time they found Salon. They found Salon, where people begin there, where people begin kind of the country, where business begin flow. Think about that. How many years back? Why make Salon not forgo before? Why make them politicians here? Then they eat remote, then they put the country down, then they kill the people slowly. Because this is like slow poison. Then they give with people slow poison. Say una go die now with anger and starvation. I mean, yeah. It doesn't matter whether it's an APC or SLPP. It doesn't matter anymore. This is about whoever is in charge. It's about whoever is in charge. We, like I said, we have to set an example. We need to. The people that don't win with country, they don't win with people. With people that we go to salon, now you give somebody 10,000. If they follow my foot, he beg, when about $1 now. If they follow my foot, he pray for you. How long we go there for that? How long we go there for that? Big man, the way you supposed to call it, Papa, they call it, yes, sir, yes, pa, yes, sir. How long we go there for that? ACC report, let them left for anything, like what the previous caller say. Let them put anything they want to bring something, then go over SLBS. They announce them, let everybody know what they go on. Let them announce and let everybody know what they go on. Then we take them people and they will give them a punishment where the next person will see it will come for make salon. I mean, this sufferness, it don't huge in that country. Corruption, the kind of guy talks so, like I mean say, we go pay people in a building $5. We pay people $3 still left. And that them money no return no more. What you make say them fasting, forgive people and cash that they earn them. The next year they go pay back account and cash and they give them because they don't get no data, no accountability, no anything for account for the money or whatever they go take. Let them contact the Bank of Salon or who said they go take the money for paying people. Let them know how much more money the people that they take for destroy and for keep on to themselves. Keep on, what else for do? This talk with me, they talk to people or anybody they give you an account. It's like nothing they happen to the people here. We just give for set an example. Then everything will go in place. But when they talk no more 24/7, when they talk 24/7, when they talk the same thing, corruption. Why don't we set an example of corruptionist? Why? So me not no market because me right now do me heart warm. I don't know. It just wham no more. So please, first of all, I want to thank you for giving me the platform for give me expression. But this, it needs to stop. This stuff needs to stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alhaji. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, good evening, AAA. Name Abdullah Bimara, I call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, AAA, really, this I don't know really me how they put on, but the fact is that we all know the fact. The ACC, which the people don't know able to understand, ACC they not salon, they don't able to fight salon corruption. They because they don't show we say no, then they for the past administration for the Ebola business. They which the teachers what did they do? Some of them the one that they able and put them to justice. Because me now that's not me your view for this. Because nothing the important to the all for the people that the people then say yes, the people that they perfect corruption with this kind of step what they don't take. Now the days here they left how they call it the minister waiting for how many bag of rice so they go to back now in post. So Miss Allo business so possibly tell me say they defeat corruption. I just they look no matter they laugh. Then they because of now the past administration, because of this how they call it Ebola money, wait see how Ebola business go na salon. And the one they would do for say yes, they against inside the nation, so that they go after them. Because if you want fight really corruption, they start at 2015 or 2014. Then we say the fact. As Sierra Leoneans, then we talk the truth between ourselves. Not until today corruption don't start in that country. How many administration don't pass? Where corruption don't did, nobody not talk about her. You can't tell me about 2014, waiting past na Ebola. If you want really do the job well done, you first start from the root. Start from the root. Also, it starts. Now they start. You let go start Mindu, you say they finish the journey. It's not possible. There is nothing waiting they do that this world, the way they start the Mindu. You say they finish the job. They go. They always miss the road. But if you start from the root, everybody go know for say yes, this one, now we all the day. Now we the citizens themselves get for change your attitude. According to if we want make corruption go out of the country, may we try for change your attitude as a citizens of Sierra Leone. May we get the interest for we nation. When person tell you for say go pay something because of this, report them to police. If you're a good citizen, not say because of feedback you just want to go push before, so you go pay. That means you say self they pay the corruption. Triple away this corruption business with the talker, but it big past everybody. But we need for practice if we want to make the country go before. That's a million contribution really for this side. Because if I say they talk, other people don't get the platform. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, AAA and me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Omar from Los Angeles.
You get 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Pa. Good afternoon to everybody. AAA waiting. This is sad, just like the Mike, Nathalie, and the last caller. This is sad. Yesterday, I think Sunday or Saturday, after we done with we show, for some reason on Facebook, I end up watch that Voice of Salon. They will play a video of that young Ghanaian guy where they travel country to country. Where that guy they talk about Sierra Leoneans, why Sierra Leoneans they don't want to go help Sierra Leone. Where they talk say all the businesses them everywhere we pass now Indian man, Chinese man, and Lebanese. That now sign of corruption, because the reason being, when you are Sierra Leonean, because maybe the young man, the boy, the top 10, he cried. It's sad because Salon, we related, bloodly to most of the African countries, especially Guinea, Liberia, Senegal, Ghana, and Gambia. We all interrelated through whatever. But the corruption we already talk about, we're not able to get a government aid because this young man, where he come, he talk good about corruption. But to me, I not see it also it go after this present government officials then. Would they see corruption then at this government? Because the past government you're not for talk. They might as well just change their name to corruption. Then at the birthplace of corruption. But corruption then at this government. Why in there they go after them too? We not get anybody just like what in the last caller say. Well, I don't need to tell you AAA. You're gonna salon. People then they suffer. People you really not get feeling for human being. Now you know we see the sufferness now freedom. The reason why they make we young sister them, they do bad thing then freedom right now. I got my friend we go na freedom then this year. He called me now. One of the things and they say me man, the picking then they do now say me man. No put your hand and they say me man. Then picky I like you not go fend them. Now for let them see you na beach. Let them they smell you. If not abroad you come out. It's because the poverty. It's just on the tell you say na in the care go na host for letting people they eat. And that's if na late cook na net. So what did that tell you? If them people are where we put before as politicians and they're not being they do what thing and they do, then they happen. I don't talk and I have before. Salon day on a time bomb. If we don't go na salon na net na me area usa grow up Bombay market. If you go under the net, you see the amount of young people them when not get place, where they sleep. Then they kill you, then they cause any kind of harm because they're not get nothing for lose. What thing they cause all and then a corruption. Why? Ghana, whose country in Africa will not get corruption? But look how Ghana get it right. Why Ghana getting so right? Why Senegal getting so right? Because Nigeria said they need to do too bad right now. But why Ghana of all places? Me remember, I grew up in Salon Ghana man, and they pick milk for drink. They get them fishing boat and Afunkia. Now Ghana don't get them so right. Why? Because they get leaders in Western farm. And the Ghanaian people are buying it. So just like what in the caller say, we the Sierra Leone because any side we go, corruption in Africa. You go now attack your corruption. The one way you go for go past na Lunge self. Everybody they want like tell you left it trustees before they go inside the plane. Corruption they all over the place. I mean, we the Sierra Leone and they not put the politicians and force aside. We need to come together because now we now the one that where they pay the corruption money. Now we look what in that somebody when they say they go take that pin code. They say they for put 2 million inside the envelope. Why you forget them? If everybody we don't know say now Sweden people and they do, now then gang up on them, then call police or make a loud. Why we get phone there now? Videotape, record that voice there. When they tell you to put 2 million, record them and pass them to AYV. Now that you for do not go get the 2 million, record, begin the because all man get it now. Then they record big people and then the video we had them call ourselves the speaker of the house and put in naked one a video. Then the video people and they so they can do them. Record the voice. When you go somewhere, you see corruption, one can secretly record that voice they pass on to the media. Because now we no more get for stand up, we the people then. Because if we not do them, then young one the way they can then have to grow up with the same thing. Because as soon as somebody the first story they say, hey, now the brother, and then they with the thief now attacking. I mean, now Salon at the place where me see, then they praise corruption. Then they praise somebody with a thief. Brother, we get something for do, but now we get for stop until we people them when they say can't pay this, no pay them. If you get anywhere for record the voice. If they do and now you can't do them, just put the tape in your pocket, your phone in your pocket, turn them on, let the conversation they go. Then you turn them into the media, not so like back in the day during second time when media no day. No, because we start now we the Israeli and they therefore begin to expose them people, yeah. If not to that government, no care. Now that no more, my brother. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
The Sika, the call from the Middle East.
Yes, the Sika, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Triple. Let me just contribute small in this fight against corruption in our country. What we don't able for know is the corruption at the top, not top of the sea. On top of the corruption, now we Sierra Leone and the sea. Understand? But if we want to fight corruption in our country, we must go into the root cause of this corruption. What you make if you say when diaspora they come out, they go to salon, people then go do every kind way, they go do everything possible for let them discourage and left them back and return. Now because of the know what they get in that country. That's one of the reasons make the fight against the diaspora. That's now one force. You na Sierra Leonean, me na Sierra Leonean. If you me and you come on for go to Sierra Leone for open business, Indian man or Lebanese or any other out nationality, foreigner go to that country for go establish business, they get them freeway. You know why? Because of the no say anytime they go meet them for bribe or for talking, for like give them some token and some any other things they go give assist, they go do them for them free. Which me and you know go do, because we know what's in our right, we know in our country, in our land is. So they go do everything possible to deprive we, just for normal for their own benefit. The last time I called on this program, I tell you, I explained you something about dollar, how dollar they operate in a salon. For let we go fight this. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. If you don't want to fight corruption here successfully, let them try to make the Anti-Corruption Commission independent. But no commission of inquiry, whoever they do the investigation, they go do inside Sierra Leone, they succeed. You see the time when they can do the Direct Commission inquiry, the person then pull them out, back her up with one Sierra Leonean lawyer, when I coordinate somebody in the country, they do the commission, they do the investigation, they submit their recommendation. They don't return back. Up to now, that's it. But what to me they say no more. If we say no more, the commission not be independent for himself, they not will fight corruption in that country. Let them make the Anti-Corruption Commissioner, let them make them independent. And the only way they go fight corruption is that. Because me and you as Sierra Leone will not get no opportunity in that country. Anytime foreigner will get clear away for them, do it here for them. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much, the Sika. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, Triple A, Musa, in the call from.
Yes, Musa, you get 3 minutes, sir. What's your contribution?
Okay, thank you. Just to talk a little bit about this this salon business. What I try for saying my own contribution is that, to be honest with you, salon don't lost track since after independence, since after 1961. So from that time until now, about 69 years, they don't lost track. So the corruption don't do that, don't change since we not born it, since we papa not born it. So this thing is not going easy. This is going to be a real battle. You know, if we not try, we stand firm. We as a Sierra Leonean, if we never come together, we stand firm. Salon. Now, bad thing give respect. Salon. Now, why did they get for sale that country? Because if you see Salon, how things are going there, the foreigner will go in there. Foreigner then get privileged pass the citizen in Salon. And no matter you, any foreigner in Salon, then get privileged and they live better than Salon people. Because the politician they would put before we proceed, let them help we Salon are there. Now foreigner then they help. Now make it fun and say you go Salon. You not get Salon people who would do business. Because let people do business. If you Salon, what you say, I want to go Salon, I want to go establish a business. Now you people that are in the killing for that business is not good too, because the bad that will get for stuff with Salon are there. We not get for call God and every day, God help me, God for help me. No, for God's sake. God don't help Salon. The country is blessed. God give me, give me everything. Now we get for help yourself. And may God talk about, they say God help those who help themselves. God no go come out down, we can't help, we can't build salon for me. Now we get for help ourselves. No put this mentality beyond this. Oh God, will God help we? How long would they talk about this every day? You know? Now we care for help ourselves. If we know able say no put God aside, I know say God dey. But now we care for try this salon. That need to start from the politician who they put the leader then they care for start. Go to the talk show about Ben Kafala. You know, they would do nothing because the leader they will put and they for say, come and fight for me, anti-corruption, and they get for tell them what to do. Look, Alva Timbo, the man being get all the evidence. He get all the evidence. Which kind of evidence pass them? He needs supporting. He bring the bag from another bag to another bag. He need the rest from other places. Which kind of evidence pass them? But because of the person we put their hand there, I need to tell them what you for do. So there's no way. The man in foot tie, in head tie, not know the what you able to do. So the problem is Salon, it will not stand. We as Israelians, Mama, Salon, one day they every Salonian they say, look, we don't sell Salon. So we get for stand firm. We'll come together, we'll fight under Salon don't be bien for this 21st century. Salon not know the, but people know the. Water no be, light no be, nothing no be. Will be able to say this basic necessity for the people there. People in the suffer in that country. People in the suffer. But we'll get those heartless politicians who they put before we. Especially then two parties there. These two parties, this ACC, SLP. You know, I know they talk to party people. Then where they wouldn't get them party people there. If you talk about the SLP, this don't talk say, oh, it for this. We talk of APC, this and go say for this. If we enable this day, we enable ban them two parties then at that salon. Salon no be ever better. I tell you. Because then two parties then the corruption we don't go inside them where they only the kind of for can't. If you look now, who to talk about this corruption now? Then we don't do a commission of inquiry. Then they almost now for 6 months now they not say they say white people they come out. They never come out. Then now so they go left Bonfi. So this is a problem. This they just don't come and flag. Just kind of life and people then okay, do this. Follow you people they know for say yeah, we do this. After nothing no come inside. So this is a problem. We Salonia they will get for stand farm. If we don't stand farm, for say we go left everything to those politicians. I don't think say Salonia get for go nowhere. Absolutely. So we'll get for fight, we stand for ourselves. That is a million contribution that anyway.
Thank you very much, Musa. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, caller. You live on here, your name and the call from, please.
Thank you so much, Triple A. My name is Ezekiel. I call Oregon.
Okay, Ezekiel, you have 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much. Hey, corruption. Who's I for begin? But anyways, it's so interesting when we talk about corruption. I believe say we get a lot of people sit on the house, then they look at this thing, then they listen to them, and then they complain. But we all would in the diaspora, I believe. I'll go say probably 80% of we get a story about waiting some people and don't do to we when we pass money to them for a business, you know. So this not something where everybody they play part in it, you know. And they always say now something where we all they play with the invisible hands, but then we never see we your hand. Now other people in hand with they see, you know. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. And sometimes I wonder with all the religion who they practice in that country, go on Friday come, you know, everybody suit up. Sunday come, everybody suit up. You know, but in the midst of that suit, if he pass money for let them do small thing for you, then they overprice everything. By the time you want for do what you want for do, you know, they finish them. You they left them halfway. You know, some man go start very nicely. The moment he talk to a friend go, hey, you see them? Oh, by the time where that man they come tomorrow, then they ask you, hey, where you be there? Where that man be there overseas? They do everything for you. You know, able get more hot self. You know, This is not a big problem. But the reason why would they cry to the government is because when everything fails, we they always look to the leader. When something fails at the house, we they look to the daddy or mama. So now you make everybody they complain about the government. You know, so when people and they in leadership and then they turn around and say, oh, we're all for the party. Well, we put you there so that you go use something we go minimize this. You know, in the first place, when we look at security, you know, the police, they're very good and active at jumping on people the way they want to rally against things the way they happen. But when you need them for security purposes, nobody know they show up. Why today when you want to build a house in Sierra Leone, the money for the long way they spend in safeguarding your house, you know, it don't derail everything where you want to accomplish. You know, you pay for guard, you pay for this, by the time you done small house, even if it's not 3 bedrooms, man, you have spent a lot of money into just protection. You know, now this the leadership for the look into. You know, the idea of would they tape everything today, even with the tape, they still not they take action. A member of a parliament, you know, the speaker for itself, the leader, where we all they look up to for moral behavior. They show up to we morally abusing something. They still left out. Nobody, no people except in leadership will not hear it. They say, hey. And then here we are now accusing young ladies at the beach. The man in charge in parliament, and don't show where the immorality way they do. Nothing not happen. What about the poor then? You know, so the idea, somebody even they say this, then go sell and we hand. Saturday I will try for talk on that. I know because I don't study a little bit about China, you know. So if we see them a mistake, but putting the, you know, some of the things that we appreciate this government on it, we put brakes on the airport business, unless things are clearly spelled out. When it comes to the Chinese, we get to be careful. Oh yes, especially Africa, Sierra Leone, we will not pay debts. Those people never forgive the debts. They never forgive. I don't deal with them for several years now. What can at this country? Then they forgive debt. The guy don't explain to me how then they behave and how then they do things. When they say business is business, then they forgive anything. So the idea of pouring money in Africa is for takeover. But I will talk on that on Saturday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kekwe.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We look at the 2015 to 2018 Auditor General report and waiting anti-corruption find out. We find out say few people stay towards that because whenever it can come for discuss corruption as alone, just because of the way how we get idea or think say we know how corruption so much na alone, it's easy for me we be drifted about corruption conversation like the one where we just lay in a table stone. Now 21 issues them we really attract anti-corruption they own. I think this time around after the lay everything all 21. We go through we and again to anti-corruption. Make we bring one party people make them explain to we. We go still discuss them. They say next week then they pull other one. So in the next 2 weeks we go discuss again until we say it done. But I believe say every 2 weeks we go to come and get discussion based on waiting anti-corruption and findings go to come out. And we are yet to see the 2019 Auditor General report. We just hope say anti-corruption not go wait again when this 2019 Auditor General report come out and say they want get them back boku, just like how them begin go back. And we hope say if administration change, we not go see back say people then can begin go back on this one we don't deal with so, or else it will be a waste of taxpayers' money, you know, because people they highlight certain people where anti-corruption not bring guy inside. Anti-corruption say 21 I attract them. So maybe other administration will come and say, okay, you know what, me self, this one attracts me. Anti-corruption, una do una work. From 4 billion. And not of us say the 4 million, then just write them in words or in numbers, in figures. No, then do all two. So you go say maybe if now one them be write hand on, now I make a mistake. But they write them 4 billion in numbers and they write them 4 billion in words. So how mistake can you say? If now be one for one self say the number now 4 billion in words, then the numbers now 4 billion and in words now 4 million who go understand say okay mistake there. So who that the proofread waiting or proofread not the but when we say anti-corruption they lack the attention so that we know say then they do a very good job. Because it seems as if every week the commissioner is a friend. The commissioner, he gets one award after the other. Yeah, every week. Follow him na Twitter or you follow him na Facebook. You go to see the picture of him. Every week he gets one award or the other, one award or the other. But a lot of we deny, they say he's not working. So how is he getting all this award? On a winner they see waiting the one the way they give award they see. Is the award on merit or the award on hype? Because trust anti-corruption, they know how to do the latter. Like I said, we go there again, as then they unfold them. Most of good can lay them at table. The one way they don't clear. The one way they say no to correct accounts, now the consolidated for the you go sit down a bank of Salone. What about the other 62 million? Then say be the dangling, be the dance. Yeah, whether they overpay. You not think say it's a coordinated thing for make they overpay, even though they say okay, they don't give the money back. They don't give them back. Woman in Minneapolis, they ask, who are they give this award? My brother, no, go no more na Facebook. If not to Africa, or for Salone, if not to Salone, or for West Africa, if not to, he's getting all these awards. I say, Salone now, I in that. But we go there back tomorrow. Go there back tomorrow. I make just like how Missy. If 2019 auditor general report come on, we can find out ministry that already misbehave. My dear chief minister for bringing and inside. I mean say they doing work. What thing they do? To say no more way we can see the president this on science have take high table. Doing what? I saw go local thing today. But only is stressful. Till we know that now. Go there back to my calendar table. Waiting attract to yourself. No see now about attraction. Waiting attract your network. Who go calendar table? It's alone sweet. Till we meet again. I go say tata.